my eye. Girl, I never loved one like you.
Man, oh man, you're my best friend. I scream it too. There's nothing there ain't nothing that I need.
Well, hot and heavy pumpkin.
Well, good morning. We are Brent and Amy Powell with Keller Williams Olympic Realty, and we do a weekly it's not a podcast, but a weekly episode of a real estate, kind of our summary of the market in Northern Olympic. What's the deal?
How can they take you seriously when you look
Northern Olympic Peninsula. And you may have guessed this is our Halloween special.
Ooh.
I've let my hair grow long. What's it caught? What the heck? Anyway, so we may not wear these the whole time, but are you going to wear your hat the whole time?
It's okay up there,
You
I
look
think.
good in that hat. I look like an idiot. But okay, so what we do, we cover all the homes, and we're starting to cover occasionally some land sales that have closed in the last 7 days. And it's primarily Port Angeles area. We go out to Joyce and then Sequim, and that goes out to Diamond Point and the surrounding areas. So you want to explain our other venture?
Oh, and so over the weekend, during this week, we made cookies for Halloween, little finger jobbers here.
Finger jobbers. No, they're actually fingers.
And Brent will demonstrate how to eat a finger correctly. And if you have,
Sorry. This is parental advisory notice. You may want to have the kids turn away from this. But it's kind of creepy, isn't it? But anyway, these are Halloween fingers. Yeah. They're actually quite good.
just struck me funny. Oh, dear. Okay, I'll gather.
Okay. So we're venturing out into adding more content to our channel.
Different things.
And mainly because we don't have really enough to do right now. So besides building a house and running 3 businesses, we're a lot of spare time.
Yeah, we got windows in.
Yeah.
I don't think you can see it, but
Yeah. Windows in our house. When it's all done, we'll do a tour
yeah.
and let you know what it's been like. So
Anyway,
okay, happy Halloween.
yes.
Yeah. So it's actually All Souls Day, right? And then
Saints Day.
What?
All Saints Day.
No, it's All Souls Day. We don't celebrate All Saints Day, which we should, because we've got enough demons out there to begin with. Need more
I don't
saints.
know. I can't keep track.
Yeah. I think it started in Ireland, didn't it?
Anyway, the town has about 3 or 4 blocks the kids can walk around downtown, and all the merchants will hand out junk candy. Nothing really good, but it's the adults. What?
The intro.
Okay.
Intro, okay.
But the adults are the ones to watch because they get pretty wild
Oh my.
in their costumes. So if you can get down there and just watch, it's a hoot. And the intro today was up at Sol Duc Hot Springs, and the fish running of the salmon upstream to spawn and
Cool.
die.
Tough life.
Yep, tough life. So
Okay. Why don't you get started?
my other hat's falling down. Okay, so we start with Port Angeles and end with Sequim, the least expensive to the most expensive. And we were in this first one. It's on West 5th Street, so it had a view. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it was originally listed for $219. It sold for $185. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 21 days on the market. Built in 1928 with 1,495 square feet, 0.16 of an acre, and a saltwater view. Now this house had challenges.
Yeah.
No one would go into the bathroom. Let's just say it was bad.
Yeah, you
was a-
disappear into the basement.
The back half was built on, probably unpermitted, and it was bad.
So
That's
yeah,
why the price was $185.
anytime the price is down there, that means there's some big challenges.
Yeah.
Okay, our next home is on Brook Avenue, and this one is sold at asking at $295,000. is 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, 62 days on the market, built in 1930 with 1,082 square feet on .26, quarter of an acre, and they have a territorial view.
Cool. Third house is on South Peabody, up by the high school. Originally priced at $359,900.
I think we've been in this one too.
I don't remember it.
Well back.
And it's sold for $320,000, so almost $40,000 less. 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 25 days on the market. Built in 1927 with 1,157 square feet and .16 of an acre, and a slight view
Okay.
of the water.
Full Moon Trail. Here's a house on a trail, probably a street actually, but originally priced at $359,000, sold for $24,000 less at $335,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 27 days on the market. Built in 1997 and has 1,608 square feet, and it's on a full acre. Mountain view.
Okay, cool. House number 5 in Port Angeles is on West 11th Street. Originally listed for $449,900. It sold for $419,000. So almost $31,000 less. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 44 days on the market. Built in 1921 with 1,862 square feet on .16 with a saltwater and mountain view.
Okay.
Looks like it had lots of character, though.
Yeah, it looks kind of a craftsman type. And is Driftwood Place, is that down in Solmar?
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know where it is.
Solmar.
Yeah, isn't that the name of that?
Four Seasons?
No, okay. So
I don't know
anyway,
what that is.
sold at asking at $439,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 5 days on the market, built in 1980, and it has 1,578 square feet with a standard lot of .16 of an acre, and they have a neighborhood view.
And the final house in Port Angeles is on Milwaukee Drive. Milwaukee Drive is right along the bluff. High bluff waterfront. Oh, that's good. Originally listed for $469,000, it's sold for $490,000. 2 bedrooms, 3 baths, 5 days on the market, built in 1980 with 2,753 square feet on .74 with a territorial view. The ones on the bluff like that, you really have to do your research, get a geotech survey, because they tend to fall in,
Yeah.
which is very disconcerting.
How many have fallen in though?
A couple.
Yeah, definitely. And that bluff is feeder bluff. Is that what they call it? It's
think
very
so.
unstable. You can stand there and hear little rocks falling constantly. So I wouldn't want anybody I liked to live on that street.
Now we're moving over to Sequim, Washington. Okay, the next home is on Dungeness Meadows, and this is a cute little area down in Sequim, a development, and this is a manufactured home, originally priced at $279,000, sold at that price. 1 bedroom, 1 full bath, 5 days on the market, built in 2023, 710 square feet, and that's a small one.
Tiny house.
Yeah, tiny house. And it has a golf course in there, and you get to look at the golf course. And it's, anyway, good to go, a manufactured home.
Okay. Second house in Sequim is on Fir Crest. I better get my glasses on so I can read it. Originally at $305,000, it sold for $297,000. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 25 days on the market. Built in 1990 with 1,716 square feet. And this one is a manufactured home like the other one. And view says see remarks, so Lord knows what that means.
Yeah. Okay. Govan Drive, or Avenue, I'm sorry, Govan Avenue. And priced originally at $374,900, sold for $370,000. 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1 half bath, 1 day on the market, 19 71 is the construction date, and it has 1,266 square feet, 0.22 of an acre, and they have territorial view.
Excellent. The fourth house in Sequim to close this week was on Keeler Road. Originally listed for $505, it sold for $480, so quite a drop there. 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, 9 days on the market. Built in 1930 with 1,455 square feet on an acre and a territorial view.
Okay. Okay, now we're moving over to Spyglass Lane, which is a pretty cool area. Some very nice homes here. And its original price is $1,088,000, sold for $949,000. That's $158,000 less. And has 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1 half bath, 85 days on the market. Built in 2007 with 2,992 square feet. And it's on a half an acre. You have saltwater and mountain view.
The last house in Sequim to close was on Jones Farm Road. That's in the north end of Sequim. Originally listed for $950,000, and that's what it sold for. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, built in 2021 with 2,665 square feet on 0.4 of an acre and a territorial view.
Okay, now we shift over to one land listing, and this is on Williamson Road in Sequim, and asking and sold at $125,000. And usually, if there's an NKA, it means no known address, because most pieces of land don't get an address until you get a home on it. The only exception to that would be a lot in a development where there's a house on either side, then usually they'll give that lot an address. So mobile homes are not allowed in this area. There's 1 day on the market. There's no private well, and it has a full acre. Yeah. So one thing about land that we've noticed, and we've sold a fair number of properties that are just land, that the ones that are smaller lots in developments tend to be more desirable and go a little more quickly.
That's a weird sound.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple things about the market of interest. This one I read this week. Let me read it to you. The income needed to buy a home today is up 15% from 1 year ago. But it's more than 50% higher since the start of COVID. So it's going to be really a tough one for young people to buy. And then on another, this might be good news, our designated broker, which is the big kahuna for Keller Williams out here, has encouraged the agents to sign up for HUD. So you have to be part of the HUD community, Housing and Urban Development, their repos. And he's looking at an uptick in those. So you have to register as an agent so that you can sell those, Winnie. Anyway, so that would tell me that we're going to see some repos coming. What's that tell you, Brent?
It tells me that somebody thinks we're going to have repos coming. I mean, Amy and I have done some repo sales, is what you call it. And it's kind of a hassle because usually the home is owned by say a HUD or a banking, like Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. They have guaranteed the loan, and then they give that house to a property management company that actually facilitates the sale. So it's quite a convoluted process. Can be done, you just have to be patient. Sometimes it involves in making a bid or floating an offer out there. Usually when it first goes on the market, if it's on the market by a bank, they want to get their money out of it. So a lot of times they'll price it too high. So you kind of have to wait a bit until the price gets more reasonable.
Yeah.
Because some of these are dumps, they just,
So I checked, and I think in Washington State, there's nothing in our area for HUD, but in Washington State, there's about 8. California, you're in the 70, 80s, different HUD
Yeah.
houses. So you can see the market has hit them hard. And yeah, the prices were not like I would expect. So
what does it mean they're high?
300,000 for a
Oh,
HUD house.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's the last time we did it, they were like 170,000 maybe. So they were ready to deal.
So the market in general, I would stay away from the experts because you can find all kinds of experts who tell you, as a matter of fact, you can go to the bank on it, this is going to happen and this is going to happen, and it hardly ever does. So, I mean, the truth of the matter is we live in a tumultuous time. Are we looking at the beginning of World War III? People are a little uptight and nervous. We've got a big election coming along, and depending on your perspective on that, what do you think about that process and the validity of it? And anyway, it's pretty wild times. Interest rates are high, and I think a lot of times people are kind of hunkering down, waiting for something to break, get better.
And I think over the summer, because there weren't that many homes on the market, they were getting snapped up pretty quickly. But now I see price reduction, more price change than listings coming on.
Yeah.
So things aren't selling as fast.
So that's specifically for where we live. We know there are hot spots around the country that the market is still really hot. But anyway, we're here we are. We'll give you our little opinions every week,
cents.
kind of the gut level response that we're picking up on.
Yep.
Anything personally? What are we doing now?
Huh?
Yeah, so we're going to do an ice cream episode. It's and we'll explain more of our journey in ice cream. We started with a cheap machine, then we got a nice machine.
A little nicer.
Yeah, a little nicer, which was
Anyway,
yeah. So we have this awesome field hall down here that just opened this year.
yeah.
And it was made by these people are nationally famous. They made Benaroyal Hall in Seattle. Some of them worked on the Rockefeller Center. And so this place is incredible. So anyway, we have a couple of vacation rentals. And so we're going to be housing for a couple of weeks. Is it Brazilian or where are they from?
Spain.
Spain. Oh, okay. Spain. A Spanish-
Flamenco dancers.
Yeah, I think is that Carmen. What's her name? Carmen somebody.
I don't know.
You got the clickers and the fruit on your hat
And the
yeah,
stomping, little stomping things.
Anyway, so I'm sure we'll get a video of that when it comes around. That'll be our intro. But
We get to go to, by housing them, we can get a couple tickets.
yeah,
so.
we're doing it for free. But we get some tickets out of the deal. Okay, well, you have final parting note?
Have a safe and happy Halloween, and onward towards Christmas.
Yeah,
Jeez,
yeah.
I can't
So
believe it. It's 39 here right now,
Yeah.
so my hands are freezing.
We promise not to wear these hats anymore this year. So have a great week. We'll see you back next week.
Bye.